All our pieces are now cut out and we're going to start pinning. I have started pinning some pieces. As you can see here, the one side head has been pinned to the gusset. The darts and the body have been pinned together. They have to be pinned before we can stitch. The leg piece has been folded in half and pinned, and the paw pad has been pinned to the inner arm. Now, just to give you some idea of how we go about pinning, you will take your two pieces and put right sides together. Using your pin, guide the fur pile to the inside and pin across your raw edge like that, ensuring that you keep on tucking the fur pile to the inside as you proceed. Pinning this way does ensure that your pile lies flat on the inside, so when you eventually brush the pile out, most of it will be to the outside rather than having some of it remained to the inside. You can then also take the head to the base at the back, and then the rest of the fur and shape you can ease in as you come round the top part of the head where there is more of a curve on the pattern shape. Moving on to the body, we then take our pins and pin the two darts at the base of the body and the top of the body, and that would need to be stitched before you can put the two body parts together. So once this has been stitched, you will then place the one body part on the other and pin it before stitching. Start from the top where the opening mark is, tuck the fur pile in and pin. I find the long glass head pins are far easier to use because the length of the pin is longer, and it seems to keep the pile intact just prior to stitching. The foot pads will only get attached to the leg once you have done all your stitching. Going on to the arms, we need to attach the paw pad to the inner arm before you can attach the outer arm. And again, what you will do is tuck your fur pile in and pin that ultra suede paw pad onto the inner arm. The ears will then merely get positioned on top of each other, and again, because you want the fur pile to extend beyond the edge of the top of the ear once you've turned right sides out, tuck as much of the pile in as possible. It's a little bit tricky here because you have a lot of fur sticking over the top of the edges, but it's much easier to tuck it in now than to try and remove it from your seams afterwards. If you want to, you can pre-tack your pieces, but I find that once I've pinned it really securely with all my pins, I can just start stitching straight away. Once you have completed all the pinning, the next step is then going to be doing the stitching of all your shapes together.